Motor car racing, enjoyed by people from many walks of life, from NASCAR to Formula One to rally racing, especially when on the big screen. Movies make racing so much more intense. So why am I talking about racing? Well, for this episode, I'm going to pit two characters from two different franchises about racing to a race, and they are Lightning McQueen from Pixar Cars and Dominic Toretto from Fast and Furious. Why these two? Well, I grew up watching both these franchises so many times, and I thought it would be fun. Disclaimer, there will be no simulation, just a discussion. Now let's put down a few ground rules. Both characters will be the latest versions of themselves, but Dominic will be driving his charter from Fast 1, and they will be driving on a track not from either of their universes. So what track did I have in mind? Well, I chose Rainbow Road from Mario Kart DS. Why? Because it just popped into my mind. No, there will be no aided power-ups, so here's the track. There's an upward spiral loop, there's a loop-de-loop, a corkscrew loop, a jump, and a few tight turns. Now let's look at our competitors. First is Lightning McQueen, a 2006 race car with a 5.9-liter V8 engine producing 700 horsepower. Next is Dominic Toretto in his signature 1970 Dodge Charger with a supercharged Hemi V8 producing 900 horsepower. Both competitors are great seasoned racers and have many years of experience. It could be anybody's race. So let's find out who would win. In the long straights and loop-de-loop, Dominic would have the lead, but in the tight turns is where McQueen would shine, because he has aerodynamics and downforce on his side. Aerodynamics meaning that because of McQueen's round body, as opposed to Dom's Charger's boxy body, he could cut through the air better. And downforce because of this thing on the back of McQueen, a spoiler. It helps generate downforce by directing air to the back of McQueen, and the force of the air pushes down on his back wheels, so he can take turns at higher speeds, as opposed to a heavy muscle car that lacks a spoiler. But remember, his competitor is Dominic Toretto, family man and physics breaker. Unless you take his car away, there's no stopping this man. And yes, I know, Rainbow Road is in space, but you can see air particles. So with that all in mind, let's see who would win. In my opinion, I believe Lightning McQueen would win. Even if Dominic was owning the race, McQueen could drift behind Dom and on the last turn, cut by him and push to the finish line. And I know what some of you are thinking. I set up Dominic to lose by picking Rainbow Road. And to you, I say no. Rainbow Road popped in my head just the same as Mr. Stay Puft did for Ray and Ghostbusters. I mean, Dom could draft behind McQueen and do the same thing, but I believe McQueen has a slight advantage. And that's why I believe McQueen would win. But hey, this is just my personal opinion. But if you don't like the results, here's a surefire way for Dominic to win. You're welcome. And if you have a topic that you would like me to discuss, drop a comment. With that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.